Definitely something interesting. Oh. It's me thinking it's a small fish. It's not a small fish. Jesus. It's trying to get in there. Oh, jeez. It's desperately trying to get in there. I don't know what it is, but it's certainly having a go. It's a tench, I think. Yeah, this is a nice tench. It's me thinking it was a small fish. It's quite a nice tench. Hi again. Well, I wasn't going to go down the rivers today, but or a river somewhere, but the amount of water that came out of the sky yesterday, I decided against it. I had a few maggots to use up from last week and a few worms, so I thought, not down the river, try for perch again, but it absolutely tipped down all day yesterday and mostly last night as well. So, as I say, I decided against it, and I've come over to the clay pit on the side pond, where I've had success with tench in the summer, but never fished it this late in the year. But I know there are roach in here, and I know there are perch in here, and I brought the remainder of the maggots and the worms, and bought a bit of cheese paste as well, just as a reserve, because I haven't got many maggots. And we just spend a few hours here and see what happens. Very busy here. There's a number of carp guys already bivvied, and just after I arrived, 3 other cars have arrived. So I think I was a bit lucky to get this spot, literally 5 minutes, and 5 minutes later I probably wouldn't have got it. So, I'm not talking too loud, quite a few people around, so anyway, you can just about see the side pond. You'd be familiar with it if you saw me fishing earlier in the year, and as I say, I did quite well here, but not really expecting tench at this time of the year. You never know. Using small baits, maggots, but hopefully some roach and possibly a perch or two. We'll see how we go, as usual, and well, let's get going, okay? Okay, I'm using my TF gear 10-foot float rod with the old Speedier centre pin, which I used here last time, and it coped pretty well with some nice tench. That float is now seemingly running sideways, which may be a fish. I don't think there's any flow in that corner. It's quite a windy day today, but these ponds are really quite sheltered. There's something definitely playing with that. Yeah, oh, there we go. I don't know what it is. It's not very big. As expected, roach, which is fine. That's what I thought I might catch today. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there's a bob on the float. See what happens. Yeah, something's having a go. It's about 10 degrees today, I believe. Northwesterly wind. But after yesterday was a washout. It never stopped raining. Yeah, I thought something was on there because the float was moving along even though it wasn't going under. little perch, and I bet he swallowed it right down. Yeah, oh dear, that's not good news. Yeah, another perch. Yeah, lots of small perch down there. They're swallowing the maggot right down. Well, I didn't have the video on, but I'm not sure if this is a true crucian or not. Actually, it looks more like a hybrid. But I didn't get a bite. I just went to retrieve the. Look at that! Look at the hook on that. It's just in the lip. I went, yeah, this probably is a true crucian. I'm not sure. The colouring looks a bit off, but as I say, I went to retrieve the float. I didn't get a bite, and this was on the end. So a bit different to the little perch, anyway. It's interesting that that little crucian or crucian hybrid, I'm not sure what it was to be honest, but interesting that that's feeding. As I say, not very positively though. I've been getting a few touches on the float, but on that occasion I didn't notice anything. I just went to retrieve, and it was on, and it felt different from a perch straight away. For their size, they really do battle. But it's really gone quite quiet. I've not had many real positive bites. Even the perch were tending to sort of move the float sideways rather than actually take it under. It's quite strange. Yeah, someone's definitely cooking brunch or whatever. It's the carp boys. They're bivvied over there. They're just over the way from me, by that tree there in front of me. So obviously fishing the main lake. I don't know if they've been there all night or whether they've arrived early this morning. Oh, that looks like a bite. Yeah. Is that going to be another little perch probably? After the excitement of a crucian. Yeah. Well, I just missed a bite that actually took the float under, which is a bit of a exception today. Most of the bites I've had have just been pulling the float sideways or jiggling around with it, but it went right under and I missed it. So there you go. Some maggots out. This is when you get a bite, isn't it? When you decide to put some maggots out. Yeah, I think that's a bite, or the beginning of a bite. Very, very tentative, yeah. No, that's not a perch, I don't think. That is a roach, which is different. She looks a bit ruddy, doesn't it? That bottom lip is definitely turning upwards. And the fins, yeah, I think that's a small rudd. Well, there you go. Ah, now is that a water vole? I think it is. Because they're quite rare these days. Oh, I'm missing my float now, I just had a bite. Oh. Oh, yeah, come on, come on. Yeah, small roach, aren't they? That's why I'm not hooking them, I think. Oh well. Better than nought, as they say. Oh, this feels better. Something's taking the maggots that's a bit bigger. Trying desperately to get in the reed. Yeah. Oh. Just really trying to get in those reeds. That's a carp, isn't it? Yeah, it's a carp. And my battery's just going on my head cam, so what timing? Oh, we got him. Oh, that was a bit of fun. That was a bit different to what we've had so far. The hook came out, but that's probably because I left him in the net for so long. So it's not big fish, but certainly a bit different to the small rudd. A bit more fun. Okay. Let's just have a look at you, shall we? Interesting colouring. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite nice. Well, that livened things up a bit, didn't it? After all the small rudd and small perch. I didn't actually expect a carp today, but I've only caught one other carp in here. There's a bite. But I know they're in here, and I know there are some quite big ones in here. It's another rudd, I think. Yeah, it's a rudd. It's amazing, isn't it? You're sort of catching small rudd, and then whack, carp comes along and takes the bait. I suppose that carp sort of disturbs things a bit, so I don't know, that's a bite, I think. Yeah. Be careful, because these come off the hook very easily, these fish, if I give them slack line. Yeah. Some better roach. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Christ. Now that didn't do you any good, did it at all? Didn't do you any good at all. Oh, there's the vole again. See? Swimming across. I think it's a vole. Now this wind's dropped, I'm able to hit my mark with the cast a lot easier. I was having a heck of a job casting earlier on, because as the sort of as I cast, when the float was above the line of these bushes with the wind coming from the left there, it kept taking the float out to the right. But I'm now managing to put it where the bait is consistently. This is a better fish, I think. It's a roach, but it's better. Right, I don't want to drop you on the stones again, so let's hold you out here, shall we? So if you fall off, you fall in the water. That's a rud, I think. You've taken it down a bit, haven't you? There's definitely something interesting. Oh. That's me thinking it's a small fish. It's not a small fish. Jesus. It's trying to get in there. Oh, gee. I was desperately trying to get in there. I don't know what it is, but it's certainly having a go. It's a tench, I think. Yeah, it is. It's a nice tench. It's me thinking it was a small fish. It's quite a nice tench. Oh. Things are certainly looking up. Oh, the net weighs 0.9, I think. So let's say nearly 4.2. Take away 0.9 is 3.3, isn't it? Quite weird with that tench, really, because I was saying as I got the bite, I was saying, oh, another small fish messing around with the float, but it wasn't small. And boy, oh boy, did it try to get into all these brambles here. I walked down the bank to pull it away because it was easier than trying to reel in. Well, yeah, certainly earlier on in this session I wouldn't have expected the carp or the trench, to be honest, but it just goes to show, you just have to keep plugging away. Oh, Gee whiz. Got another one. No, this isn't a tench, is it? This is a big crucian, actually. Yes. Nice crucian carp. Or actually, as we should call them, crucians. That's the official name, not crucian carp. Oops, you're going off the mat there. Yeah, they're really good fun, aren't they? It's obvious since I started feeding in the maggots, I think that's what must have attracted these other fish in. Because when I started I was being quite mean with the maggots because I didn't have a lot. But for the last hour or so I've been putting in just a small number but quite regularly. And I think that's what's obviously done the trick. There we go, there's a bite, I think. I treat every bite as something potentially good now because after first I thought they were just small perch pulling the float along, but that's another decent roach. Right, let's keep you over the water like last time. Oh, you swallowed it a bit, haven't you? Okay. Let's get hold of you. Oh, it's come out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't you go flipping out my hand because you'll be on the stones. I think it's a rudd again. Yeah, it's a rudd. Something's on, but I didn't really get a bite. Oh yeah. I got it out those feet. Don't know what it is, but I didn't see a bite, but I think it's another crucian, yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. I was just going to water float in and it was on. Gorgeous little fish. Right, let's put you back in, shall we? It's 2 o'clock. Been here about 4 hours, I suppose. Starting to get a bit chilly. The bites have tailed off. I'm getting little taps on the float, but not developing into much. Nearly out of maggots anyway, so be calling it a day soon, I think. But having said that, it's been much better than I expected. I didn't really expect to get any tench mid-November. And the carp was a bonus. Definitely something playing around with the float. Or with the bait. There we go. There we go, yep. This feels better. It's probably another crucian. They do go. Oh, I don't know, this is pulling really hard. It may not be a crucian. He's really pulling hard. Having said everything had gone quiet. I don't know what this is, but it seems pulling too hard for a crucian. I think maybe another tench. Bloody hell, good tench as well. Gee, didn't expect that. Except he's getting in all this stuff down here. Right. Let's see if we can get him in. No, perhaps not ready yet. Oh, we're not going in there. He's a good tench. He's a good tench. Well, having sort of almost given up for today, it was lovely. I think it's heavier than the last one. Oh no. 3.88, so it's dead on £3 in fact. Thought it was bigger. The other one was fatter, I think. That was the thing. There we go. There we go. Super. Let's put you back in, shall we? £3 of fighting tench. Well, a carp and a couple of tench, plus the perch, roach, crucians is probably more than I could have expected today. So I'm quite pleased with that. I'm nearly out of maggots. I'm just going to fish to the end of the maggots now, and then I'll definitely call it a day, I think. This, I think, will be my last cast. It looks like something's interested. Just switched on the video and it's prompted something to take an interest in my bait, which is good. I think now I'm getting mainly bites from rudd. Oh no, that's not a rudd, is it? Whoa. Oh, God, he got in the brambles. Got myself in a mess here because I've pulled out line to get him out, and if I let the line go slack. There's another tench, isn't it? Oh, this is a mess I'm in now. Can't let the line go slack. Why don't he swim away from me now? I can let the line out, but he won't. Oh, there we go. Right, I've got back control now. Yeah, that was a nightmare. I'd pulled out the line to try and recover some line quickly, a bit like on a fly rod. But I was conscious if I let go of that slack line, he would have gone. That's the only danger with the centre pin. You shouldn't do that really. But I was so anxious. He was in those brambles, and I just wanted to keep him out the brambles. That again looks bigger, but perhaps it's imagination on my part. So 3 tench in November can't be bad going, can it? It's probably about the same stamp as the other two, to be honest. Let's get that net out of the way. Yeah, 3.7 say, so that makes it 2.8. That's alright, that's alright. There you go. Tench number 3. Let's put you back. No, that was another little perch just running off, so I'm going to call it a day. I think I've had a good session here, and just being greedy if I try for any more, I think. So call it a day. Perch are back in, so the maggots are almost all gone. So yeah. Well, that's it for today. Good day. I came over here because it was local and I needed to use up some maggots. As I said at the beginning, I didn't go to the rivers because I thought they might be tearing down a bit after all the rain we had yesterday. Yeah, it started off quite slow here. Small perch. First fish was a roach and then quite a few small perch. But then there was a period when the perch seemed to vanish. Caught a carp. It was about £4, I suppose. And then went on to get 3 tench, and in among the tench there were some crucians and a few more roach and rudd. So yeah, a good day, better than I could have expected really. Been here about 4.5 hours, so a really good session. Anyway, as usual, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. A bit of interest today anyway, a bit of variety. Thanks to all of you who are giving me likes. I got quite a few on that last one at the top stream. I think I had about 650 when I last looked, which was good. And thanks also, as always, to those of you who have subscribed. I'm just shade under 500 subscribers now, which is the next milestone, if you like. So if you'd like to subscribe, please do. And that's it really. So as always, thanks for watching, and goodbye and cheers, and until the next time. Okay, bye.